From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
Visibility with law enforcement officers around the school zone. Like I said, we're there every single morning and every single afternoon when school gets out.
The first week of school is here. We are checking in live with students as kids from Billings to Cody, Wyoming are heading back to the classroom, and police keep the streets safe around them.
I'm Allie Kaiser here on Mount Helena, where an annual campaign that kicks off on Monday is celebrating these public lands with a fluffy twist.
The warrior culture has taught us that vulnerability is weakness, but it's not. It's actually our strength.
Plus, finding healing on the waves, how a Billings Marine veteran is working towards recovery, surfboard in hand. Those stories and much more coming up in the next hour. Good morning and welcome back to Montana This Morning on this Tuesday, September 2nd. I'm Hailey Monaco here with Miller Robson.
And good morning, everybody. Good morning, Hailey. Big news today.
It is.
Kids back in school. parents are having a party downtown. I'm so excited about it now. My kids are excited about going back to school. You know, they love it when the summer hits, but toward the end of the summer, they start to get bored. And it's like, man, I really can't wait to get back. Yep. I was surprised to hear my youngest say that the other day. Man, I cannot wait for school to start. I'm like, who are you?
Good for her.
Right? Really so, yeah. So excited about that. Now, the thing today is it's going to be hot. We're also dealing with the wildfire smoke, especially as we get into tomorrow behind a cold front. It may push more of that smoke in. So if any kids have any sensitivity to smoke or allergies, mom and dad just plan accordingly. The air quality is not going to be the best, so my apologies on that. Not the way you want to start the school year, and it's also going to be hot. Now, yesterday we hit 90, about 9 degrees above the norm. Top gust yesterday of 22 miles an hour. It was a dry start yesterday to the month. If you're wondering how much moisture, how much rain we usually get for the month of September, officially at the airport, 1.36 inches. And also in September, on average, we get over 1/4 inch of snow. I don't think it's going to happen this year. It didn't happen last year, but we could always use the moisture out there. And you can see some of that moisture moving in from the northeast as a cold front starts to make its way through, so it could kick up some showers across the eastern plains. This morning, we're looking at temperatures 40s, 50s, and 60s. Here in Billings, we're at 61, so warmer than average. Dew points at 41 degrees, winds out the southwest at about 8 miles an hour. Our high today getting up to 92, so a good 10 plus degrees above the norm, and lots of sunshine, and it is going to be hazy. But these temperatures will change tomorrow as that cold front makes its way through. How cool will it get, and will it last? I'll let you know. And I got the school bus, first school bus forecast of the season coming up.
Can't wait. Thank you, Miller.
You got it.
And like we said, it's the first day of school for students in Billings School District 2. And joining us live at West High School is our Hannah Pettiferry. Good morning, Hannah. Now, it looks like students aren't over at West High just yet, but that will quickly be changing as the school year starts today.
That's right, Hailey. We're here at West High School, and as you can see, this parking lot behind me is empty. But in just a few hours, students will flood in for the new year. And of course, as any new year comes around, new things are popping up at Billings Public Schools. I caught up with Superintendent Erwin Garcia to find out what exactly new is coming to Billings High Schools. Optimism is in the air.
It's been a win-win for everybody.
As Lance Armstrong, president of the Billings Education Association, worked to secure higher wages for teachers.
Teachers in Billings start at $50,100 without a master's degree. If they have a master's, it's closer to $58,000.
In addition to those higher wages, the school year was also cut shorter.
We went from 187 days down to 182.
In exchange, the days may seem a little longer than usual.
We've lengthened the amount of contact time by about 20 minutes per day.
Then there's concern the classrooms are overcrowded. But Billings holds the 3 largest high schools in the state, and Superintendent Dr. Garcia is confident there's still room in the schools.
When it comes to the capacity at West, Senior, and Skyview, we still have capacity.
That could be because of the growth of 3 charter schools in Billings.
We have students going to the 3 charter schools that we open. The expansion of the Opportunity School, the expansion of the early college high school. That's another thing.
And another thing, proactively expanding the health program.
We're working to expand the healthcare sciences program.
A program piquing interest for students.
We have the healthcare sciences pathway at the Career Center, but we know that we can double or triple the number of students benefiting from the healthcare sciences pathways.
Working alongside local hospitals.
Billings Clinic, Intermountain, the Native American Coalition, Riverstone Clinic. St. John's United as well.
Everything coming together to create more opportunity for these students. And coming up in a few minutes, I'll be talking to Billings West Principal Jeremy Carlson about what's going to be like at this school year. Back to you guys, Hailey.
Thank you so much, Hannah. Now, we'll be checking back in with her in about 20 minutes for that interview. And with the school year about to begin in Yellowstone County and already underway in other places, police are also out making sure motorists obey speed limits, especially in school zones. Speeding in a school zone could cost you more than just a ticket. And our David J takes us to Cody, Wyoming, riding along with officers along to protect children as they head back to school.
Okay, go Bugs. Have a good day.
Jamie Posey has made sure drivers can see the kids crossing the street to Eastside School for 15 years.
I try to keep people safe. Actually, I almost got hit this morning right off the bat. People aren't paying attention to what is going on. Too many people on their cell phones and they're in a big hurry to go nowhere.
She also says the police officers make a big difference.
I love it when the police are here. They really help out.
And that's what Sergeant John Harris does under the police chief's Adopt a School program. During the first couple weeks of school, officers have stopped drivers in school zones, often just giving warnings.
They respect the fact that we're enforcing the laws. I don't know how many times people thank me for doing my job even after I've given them a citation.
The officers patrol around the school looking for people who are speeding or who may not stop for a school bus. And everyone here, the teachers, the parents, they all appreciate what the police are doing to help with safety.
I enjoy seeing them here, and I see their cars in here a lot, just in the little pull around, and so I know that they're walking the schools and they're in here all the time.
Police have warned drivers for speeding, but have issued tickets for passing stopped school buses. At Eastside School, Principal Joseph Smith says officers keep the campus safe, build a rapport with students, and even give them a role model.
I just love having the police officers in and around the building. So it's part of our career thing. You know, they're a career on display.
What's up, guys? How we doing, buddy?
School Resource Officer Justin Dollard makes connections with students at several schools, including Cody High School.
It's extremely important building those. It builds long-term relationships with the students. It makes positive relationships last a lifetime.
There's quite a bit of effort, I think, on the police department to be seen so that people do respect the law and try to be safe around here.
It's funny when Officer Harris walked in here, my kids were all at ease, nobody was worried, that kind of thing, because they're used to seeing them. We try and keep them as safe as we can here, but it's amazing to know that when they leave here, they're safe because of the Cody PD.
And I've got a good rapport with those people, and overall, it just helps with good community relationships.
In Cody, David J., MTN News.
David, thank you. Yesterday, of course, was Labor Day, and more than 1,000 people from 15 unions gathered at Rose Park for the annual Labor Day picnic. It's a celebration that's been going strong nearly 40 years. From hot dogs to solidarity, it's a day for union members to come together, talk shop, and carry on a labor movement that's been part of Montana since 1906. There were not only picnics, but also protests across the country yesterday for Labor Day. Thousands of union members and community allies joined together in a nationwide demonstration of worker solidarity. This is video from Boston, where protesters marched in a parade through the city, rallying behind the theme of workers over billionaires. And in downtown Bozeman on Monday, hundreds crowded the streets with that same message, workers over billionaires. Organizers say the crowd was even bigger than expected, adding that along with workers' rights, they also wanted to draw attention to science and national parks. These are issues some in attendance say are being overlooked. In Custer County, fire crews are starting their month off fighting a new wildfire just southwest of Miles City. In a Facebook post this morning, the Custer County Fire Department says they are on scene of a coal seam-caused wildfire 48 miles southwest of Miles City along Liscombe Creek Road. Crews say you will see smoke and flames in that area for the next couple days. So far, though, they add they are making good progress. two things many of us Montanans love: our beautiful landscapes and our four-legged friends. And a campaign that started Monday celebrates both of those things. It's the Pups for Public Lands photo competition, organized by the nonprofit Montana Conservation Voters Education Fund. All you have to do is post a picture of your dog or dogs enjoying the great outdoors for a chance to win prizes from pet supply businesses and to be featured in a 2026 calendar. The goal is to get more people and their dogs outside in a safe and responsible way.
When a dog is out hiking, a dog gets to be a dog. You know, they get all sorts of stimuli. There's all sorts of smells and things for them to listen for and watch and think about chasing, but maybe not chase.
You can send in your pictures on the nonprofit's website or post on Instagram with the hashtag Pups for Public Lands. Also tag and follow MT Voters. The last day to enter the contest is September 30th, and you can find all the details in this story on our website. Now, if you are looking to fish some of the rivers in Yellowstone National Park, officials say fishing is now partially reopened for anglers in certain areas and times. In case you missed it late last week, park officials say select rivers and streams that had been previously closed due to high water temperatures and low flows will reopen. The Madison River, the Firehole River, and the Gibbon River, along with all of their associated tributaries, are now available again until 2 p.m. They will then be closed until sunrise the following day. Meanwhile, Yellowstone Lake and other lakes will remain open to fishing from sunrise to sunset, along with all of the rivers and streams not listed as closed. Officials say recent cooler temperatures and rainfall helped make this happen. But partial closures that are remaining in effect will help protect the park's native and wild trout fisheries until conditions improve. Last weekend was a big weekend for America's national parks. In recent years, they've been drawing record numbers of visitors, and one of the most popular is Yellowstone, home of Old Faithful, the geyser, and another attraction that shares its name. Ian Lee reports.
In the shadow of Yellowstone's steaming geysers rises a national treasure.
The inn has the distinction of being considered a benchmark of national park architecture.
The Old Faithful Inn is the grandfather of national park lodges. Ruth Quinn has guided tourists here for more than 30 years, pointing out secrets hiding in plain sight.
There's a wealth of curiosities in this building.
Yes, the architect, Robert Reamer, sent a small group of men out looking for the freaks of the forest, is what we call all the funny twisted pieces.
Those freaks, cut from some 10,000 trees, became the bones of the lodge in 1904.
When it opened, they advertised it as the largest log cabin in the world.
It's a log cabin that has welcomed presidents, royalty, and millions of travelers. The lodge has also survived earthquakes, wildfires, and careless tourists.
This is what our rooms look like in the old house. The lighting was designed to look like candles, so they actually did bore out the logs to run the wiring through them, and that was very modern at the time.
To stay in the old house, it's best to plan months in advance. Rooms average about $250 a night, and you'll still have to share a bathroom.
How important is this building then for America?
It's a treasure.
Carpenter Rich Henderson and his team work to keep the lodge looking old.
There is a small repair that I am particularly proud of. Nobody would ever see it if I don't point it out. We replaced this element.
He pointed it out to us.
It blends in color-wise.
I would never have been able to tell.
You'd never see it.
What do you want people to remember about your work here?
I don't want people to even know I was there. If I can make it blend in that well, that's the best reward I get.
Arguably, this grand old lodge's greatest contribution to America can't be found in Yellowstone.
If people had not liked the Old Faithful Inn, we might not have the Ahwahnee in Yosemite. We might not have Timberline Lodge, Mount Hood in Oregon. We might not have the Grand Lodges of Glacier. This is the building that popularized the style.
An iconic lodge that never goes out of style. For Eye on America, I'm Ian Lee in Yellowstone National Park.